Hello. Welcome back to Invest with Intention YouTube channel. If you are new here, welcome. I am on a mission to turn 13,000 into 50,000 by investing into ETFs, index funds, and high conviction stocks. And I am excited for this one today. As the year comes to an end, I am doing a full portfolio breakdown and showing you exactly how my positions have performed since I started this YouTube channel just 3 months ago, September 18th, 2025. When I recorded my first video, I had $13,684 invested. Fast forward about 3 months later, my account balance now sits at $23,704, as you can see down here. That's about $10,020 more than when I started. So the real question is, how did that happen? Honestly, nothing fancy. It came down to two things. First, consistent bi-weekly contributions. Second, I moved about 6,000, as you can see up here, 6,000 from my savings account into my investment account to take advantage of big market dips. Okay, no fancy hype, no panic selling, just intentional investing. Looking ahead, my goal for 2026 is to invest at least 14,000 more into this account by year end. Now let's get into what everyone is waiting for, my portfolio. Okay, so first up, let's look at RX stock. Okay, I started this position back in October. As you can see, I currently have 70 shares, and yes, I am down about 27%. Okay, but this is less than 1% of my entire portfolio. I'm comfortable with the risk here. Okay, my next one is Big Bear, BBAI. Okay, I started this position back in December 19, 2024, about 10 shares, and then April this year, 2025, I added 2 more shares. Okay, and my total is 12 shares, as you can see, at $2.85, okay, per share. So putting now I am up on this position at about 123%. So this is a solid win for me right here. Okay, let's move on to my next one, which is FSELX. Okay, one of my favorite funds. It's a semiconductor fund. I have 33 shares, as you can see over here. I'm up about 14%. Okay, as you can see, while the fund itself is up about 40, I think it's like 43%. So those are big gains. Okay, and as you can see here, I started this position this earlier this year, February 2025. Okay, my next big one is FTech, one of my favorite tech stock. Okay, or ETF. I have built this position up to 11 shares, and I am up about 10%, as you can see here so far. Okay, and I'm going to continue in 2026 to build up this position. This is my tech ETF right here. I love this one too. Next one is the FXAIX, okay, which is the Fidelity S&P 500. It is my largest holding in my portfolio, at 15% of my entire portfolio. I started this this was probably the first one I bought back in 2022. Okay, and I just consistently dollar cost average, and I am up what is that, 16%, okay, over the last 3 years. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep building onto this position and see where it takes me. Okay, the next one is Grab. Okay, Grab Holdings. I started this position, let's see, in March, and slowly built to as you can see here, in March 2025, and I slowly built my position over time all the way to September, and I now have 15 shares over here, as you can see, and I am up 1.36%. Okay. The next one is HIMS. Okay, I started this position. Let me see. I only have 7 shares of HIMS, but I am up 62% or 63%, as you can see over here. I started this back in September 2024, and the average price, actually, let's go and see here, September 3rd 2024, and the average price was like $14, and now it's at $35. But it went earlier this year, it went all the way to $72, but it pulled back to this range. Okay. My next one is JEPQ. Okay, one of my dividend plays. I started this in March. So let's go here. Let's see. Started this in March, and I currently have 15 shares, and I am up 6.44%. Okay. And next up is my new holding. One of my favorite fintech stocks. Okay, I own 26.694 shares, and I'm up 23.58%. My goal is to get this to 50 shares when it pulls back into the $14 and $15 range. Okay, but right now it's at 16. Okay. My next one is Nvidia. I have 3 shares, and 2 of them were actually a birthday gift. I'm up 44.58%, as you can see on this position. And the next one is Nextdoor, NXDR. Okay. So this is very new position. I started this actually like a few days ago on December 17th, as you can see, with 10 shares, and I am down. I'm currently down 2.16%, as you can see here. Okay, and next up is QBTS, D-Wave Quantum Computing. Just 2 shares for me over here, and I started this at the beginning of the year, as you can see, January 2022 2025. Okay, and just dollar cost average to 2 shares, and I'm up big, 477%. Right? If I knew, I mean, how can I know what was going to happen? So, but if I knew, put a lot of money into this. Okay, next up is SCHD, my largest dividend holding, with 70 shares, up 2.86%. This ETF struggled this year, but I am continuing to build on it for the long term. Okay, and next up, SCHG, 100 shares, up 10%. I started this position, let me see, I think January this year, earlier this year, January 14, 2025. Okay. This is my favorite ETF in the entire portfolio, and my goal is 200 shares by the end of 2026. So let's see if I can hit that. All right. Let's go to my next one, SoFi, 40 shares. Okay, as you can see, I have 40 shares, and I am up 137%, as you can see. The goal is to get this to 50 shares when it pulls back near the $25 range. Okay, I'll feel more comfortable adding over there. Okay, next up is SoundHound AI. Okay, my first stock to hit 100 shares. This was the first stock I got to 100 shares. I started this back in, let's see, February 2024, and I am up 80%, as you can see over here. So that's some big wins over here, right? I'm not mad about that. And last but not least, UPST, Upstart. Okay. Just 3 shares. I only have 3 shares, but I am up 59%. So that's how I've done the whole of this year and the previous years. So let's see. Let's bring all this together. Okay, I started this channel with $13,684 invested, and today my balance is at $23,724. Sorry, $23,704. Okay, my goal is to hit 40,000 invested by this time next year. This is a big challenge, but I like giving myself challenges to meet. It motivates me to try and get there. So, what did I learn this year? Number one, consistency beats everything. Just keep investing $1 at a time and let compounding do the work. Number two, the longer I held my position, the better they performed. Reminder, this is not a financial advice. Always do your own research. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe, like, and share. It costs nothing to subscribe to my channel, and it really helps this channel grow and reach more people. I appreciate you all, and always remember to invest with intention. Thank you. Bye bye.